Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel, and I'm here to do a quick NBA news video. There really isn't much news, to be honest, kind of quiet, because, I don't know, there's nothing going on, I guess. We'll talk about some stuff, a few things from NBA Central, see if we have anything from Woj, Shams, and all that stuff. Let's get into it. So, a former executive, thinks Grant Williams could fit as a stretch four for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's played for the Celtics, the Hornets throughout his career, short NBA career, but I don't know. I don't know if could be a good stretch four for the Sixers. He's just not a good player, and I don't think that moves the needle. That could mess up the chemistry for them. I just don't think he could do the Grant Williams experiment. Maybe on a one-year deal, but he has 2 years left in his deal. He signed with Dallas. And he's on Dallas, so I don't know. His three-point shot, it's not really there. I don't see it. So Brandon Miller, via Mike Scotto. Brandon Miller says everyone on the Hornets loves Miles Bridges off the court. But and he says he's glad the Hornets re-signed him to that contract. Except, end quote, I think that was a great thing for us having him back. Excuse me, I'm a professional house of family. It's basically said he's a veteran. Everyone loves him like a brother off the court. I think it's gonna be a great year this year. Yeah, sure. We already know Brandon, Mr. Brandon Miller, here isn't the best at picking friends. When his friends that shot that woman, yeah, it tells you he isn't the best at picking friends and picking a friend, a guy that's a domestic abuser. Nice to know he supports a woman beater. Probably shouldn't have used the phrase "off the court" because I don't know if he's the best player off the court. It's safe to say his teammates are glad Bridges bridge the miles distance whenever they greet. This is just like yuck. On so many levels, especially with Brandon Miller's history. You know, that thing in Alabama, the friends he had, those friends he had that killed that innocent woman. Then Miles Bridges being on his wife. There's a bunch of dangerous players on that team. So Buddy Hield, he admits for the first time in his career, he's no longer the best shooter on his team. Wow, the sky is blue. Steph Curry's the best shooter. Why is this even a story? Obviously, he's not the best shooter on his team. Steph Curry's on the team. I mean, no one's going to say no one's going to say they are the best shooter when Steph Curry is on that team. I still think he'll be a really good shooter for us and replace Klay Thompson at this point, but hopefully he's good for us. The Undisputed. So Paul Pierce, he's talking about Dalton Knecht, and Paul Pierce, he thinks the Lakers should trade Dalton Knecht. Yes, he said that. He thinks the Lakers, they should trade Dalton Knecht for a third star after his stock improved in the Summer League. These type of shows, man. Undisputed, man. What a fall off with Undisputed. But Dalton Knecht for a star? Are you serious? Is the man retarded? What Paul Pierce takes are like CTE. It's like they're terrible taste. The Lakers won't even trade Austin Reeves for a superstar. And you think they're going to trade one of their rookies they drafted for a superstar? Paul Pierce just needs to retire from talking. If the Lakers aren't going to trade Austin Reeves, I beg your pardon, has a family. They're not going to trade Dalton Knecht. Man, I'm just saying. So the Clippers' their next priority, is find a new home for PJ Tucker, per at Bobby Marks 42. End quote. The Clippers traded Russell Westbrook to Utah, and now the priority is finding veteran PJ Tucker a new home. Obviously, Westbrook got bought out from the Jazz. But now the priority is finding veteran PJ Tucker a new home. Tucker's on an expiring $11.5 million contract. The Clippers also have a decision with Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann is in the last year of his contract and is eligible to sign a 4-year, $81 million extension. And, I mean, this guy's old. He's 39 and has lost his shot. I mean, I don't know if his defense is that great anymore. I mean, yeah, I guess he's got that hands on over you, but somehow not a foul, but the man isn't even a rotation player at this point in his career. He's old. He's pretty old. He tries, and his defensive IQ is high, but the ball eventually just starts to slow down. He just, I don't know. I just don't know if any team wants him, man. Like, $11 million. Like, I don't know if anybody's gonna take that contract. Or it's an expiring contract, but I don't know. He's just old and he's not really valuable at this point. So Paul Pierce, he thinks Denver should start Russell Westbrook and move Jamal Murray to the shooting guard position. Honestly, that might just work. Probably a rare Paul Pierce take here. That could either work real well or move them out of the top 4 teams in the West. But I think so too. That might be great. And Russ and Joker pick and roll with Murray and Michael Porter Jr. spawning up is a whole new wrinkle to the offense. And Russ might not be able to shoot like KCP, obviously, but he can still be an effective playmaker. That's probably the first time I agree with the Paul Pierce take. But honestly, he could lead the second unit too if he wanted. So Alex Sarr of ESPN, he thinks French players have the potential to dominate the NBA. End quote. I think France can be really a powerhouse for NBA players. It's going to keep growing over the years. End quote. I don't think you're going to be part of that, buddy. No, it's not going to be him, though. And yeah, it's summer league games, but being a big and going 1 for 21 is horrendous. I don't care who you are or what your setting is. Being a 7-footer and shooting 1 for 21 in 2 games, yeah. And people be like, oh, Jaylen Brown went 5 for 26. Well, Wemby had 27, 12, and 6 in his summer league one summer league game. So I guess this is the best example. People want to say, oh, Jaylen Brown's a Finals MVP now, and probably one of the best players in his team. This is the last time she used the term dominate. You went 0 for 15 your first summer league game. Like, the dude's just trash. Yesterday, per Woj, the Memphis Grizzlies are trading forward Zaire Williams and a 2030 second-round pick via Dallas to the Brooklyn Nets for Mamadi Diakite. Sources tell ESPN. Williams was the 10th pick in the 2021 NBA draft. And the Nets will also send the Grizzlies the draft rights to Nemanja Dangubik, the 54th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, sources say. What a surprise. That's a good trade for Brooklyn, low-key. It's kind of a fleece. That's really such a random trade. But it's a solid trade for them, man. Grizzlies finally trade him. But for Mamadi Diakite, that's a good trade for Brooklyn. Free agent guard Cam Johnson has agreed to a multi-year contract to return to the Brooklyn Nets. Sources tell at the Athletic at Stadium. Johnson played 5 games for Brooklyn a season ago, and he averaged 16.3 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.8 rebounds per game for the Nets in the NBA Summer League. That's a good deal. He averaged 16, which is really good. So he's made the roster. So Bucks star Chris Middleton, he's undergone arthroscopic surgeries on both ankles this offseason. Sources tell Shams and Eric Nehm he's expected to be ready for the start of next season. So that's not good. Both ankles getting surgery. Hopefully speedy recovery. Hopefully he can stay healthy, but whew. Cameron Payne agreed to a 1-year, $3 million deal with the Knicks, and Spurs re-signed center Charles Bassey to a 1-year, $2 million deal. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say for this video. So, yeah, until next time, out a lot. Peace.